Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday. I just still can't believe how fast the year went by. In today's video, I really want to talk to you guys about some of the different pages that are in the budget planner. So it doesn't matter if it's the A5, if it's the linen, or it's the printed version, or the smaller personal size, or even the digital. All of the inserts inside are the same, okay? So I would like to go over some of the inserts. So let's go through to explain how you would use them on a daily basis or even on a monthly basis. Now, I always talk about the importance of being organized. And so with any budgeting system that you have, you should be organized. So one of the things that I wanted to do when creating all of the products, my vision was I really couldn't find what I was really looking for. And my goal was to really focus on budgeting, and I was doing the cash envelopes and etc. But I always had that dream to create a budget planner, and I wanted just something very simple. I didn't want something that was too big, too thick, or whatever. I really just wanted it I really wanted to use the pages that I needed. So a lot of times, like back in the day, what I would do is I would try to find inserts that worked for me, or I would like do a custom insert, and I'd be like, oh, can you do, this on this side? And I would actually do a custom insert and stuff like that. This is way back. So moving forward, I was like, this is how I want to do things. Like, this is how I would like to do the planner for people, because this is how I like it. Not everybody likes the same thing, but I'm just a very simple person. I like to just do things simple. I don't want any weeks in here. I don't want extra days. I just want something where you have your list of bills, you have your monthly, you're documenting what you need, your expense tracker, your sinking funds, and etc. Okay, so let's just jump into the pages to just go over them. So in the front page, you do have a contact page. It's just your basic overview page. I didn't even, all I did was write budget planner. I didn't even write this planner belongs to. It gets so old saying the same thing. But I just wanted a contact page, even for myself. Sometimes I forget important emails or phone number or something. So I wanted that in the front. And then I have the yearly and then the goals page, which is your standard pages in a lot of the different planners. You'll see these type. And I think that they're very standard, user-friendly. You can use these for a lot of different things, and mainly goals, because you have the box here. So there's so many ways that you can actually use these pages, okay? And then you have a bill tracker that's for the full year. So you have January through December. And here is where you can list out all of your bills, all of the bills, all of the auto pays that come out, everything should go here. I am thinking about adding inserts, and maybe just digital inserts for people to download, because I have had people ask me, do I have Afterpay and etc. I think those are great, apps to use, especially, maybe you're in a tight budget, but I just feel like you spend a lot of money by doing that, and oftentimes they're taking money out, and you might not, well, obviously that's why I want the tracker, but I do think they're good in a way, but with a limit. Sometimes people might do too many orders. So I think it just sometimes can get out of hand if you're not really paying attention, or focused. So after the bill tracker, all right, so let's just jump into a blank month. Now I use this planner. This is the planner that I use. We're in the month of January. I guess I should be updating it. Wow, I can't believe it. So this is December, and the last couple days, the last week, it's been really, really crazy with sales and Black Friday. I think I've just been going nonstop. So I apologize if things are not really updated, but I'm gonna take this home tonight and start filling it out. So let's go to a blank page, okay? So this is your month on 2 pages. This is a standard month on 2 pages. You're gonna list out your dates, and you're gonna list out, the numbers. You're gonna list out your numbers. You're going to list out all of your bills, all of your paydays, any holidays, any appointments. And so you just want to do that for your monthly overview on 2 pages, okay? This here is your bill tracker. So you want to list out all of the bills that you have to pay for the month. It's very standard. Just gonna list out all of your bills. On this side, this is a monthly overview. So it is literally the same thing as the month on 2 pages. Now, what I like about this is because the reason why I wanted 1 month on 1 page instead of the 2 is because of this. You don't have to flip back. So you have all of your bills. Then you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna list out all of the numbers for the month that you're in, and then you're able to look and correlate if you're doing the paycheck to paycheck tracker, right? Maybe you get paid bi-weekly. You need to see the bills that you have to pay in between, or maybe your birthdays or holidays. So it's a way for you not to have to go like this and flip back and forth. You can see it here. So if you were to look at mine, again, I like to highlight the week. So let's just say I get paid weekly. Let's say we're here. I can say, oh, these are the bills that I have to pay until my next check. So then you can go over here and you can highlight, or you can check off the bills that correlate with this week. Does that make sense? So it's a great way to just have it right there in front of you. But you can use it for what you want, but I just really like the fact that you didn't have to go flipping back and forth. So that's why I really wanted that overview. And it's also a great way, if you're doing the paycheck to paycheck tracker, to be able to, like I just said, see what the bills are that you're paying in between. Just have everything right in front of you. It's just a great way. All right, now we have expense trackers. This is an expense tracker. You have 2 pages. Basically, an expense tracker is you're just tracking your expenses. So you can, maybe you want to track your expenses on a daily basis. So you would just basically write every single day what you're spending, and you have 2 pages to do it. Or maybe you want to track all of your grocery runs. These are the 2 pages where you would do it. Maybe you want to track your cash envelopes. Whatever you're tracking, this is where you would do it, because it is an expense tracker. So you can essentially do this by day. Maybe you want to list, okay, every single day what you're going to do is list out everything that you spent money on for today. Tomorrow you're going to do the same thing. So that's what an expense tracker is. It's so you can see how much you're spending. And this is a sinking funds tracker. A sinking fund is what a sinking fund is. It's a short-term saving account that you're eventually going to spend. So like Christmas, car maintenance, homeowners insurance, kids after school activities, maybe you like planner hobby, Target. Anything that you're going to spend money, anything that you're going to spend is what a sinking fund is. It's just you're setting money aside because you're going to spend it. So it just helps you manage your money. It helps you save. An emergency fund. Anything is, there's no right or wrong way. It's whatever you want it to be. Maybe you're saving up for a car. Maybe you need new tires. So the possibilities are endless. Maybe you want to start saving for holidays or Christmas, but that's what that is. So if you take a look at my previous video, I also have a video listed, what is a sinking fund? Please watch that video. Maybe it can explain and help you a little bit better. And then we have a savings tracker. Again, this is the same thing. It's a savings tracker. You're just saving. You're just tracking what you're saving. Okay, maybe you want to take these 2 pages and separate it. One tracker you're going to use for an emergency fund. This tracker you're going to use for Christmas. And so every week you're going to list out what you're saving for. Maybe you want to use one sheet and you're just going to list out every pay period how much you're putting towards your emergency fund, or how much are you saving for just in your savings bank. It's just a saving tracker. If you want to break it down into 2 different pages, like for 2 different accounts that you're saving for, you can do that. Maybe you're saving for a car. Maybe this one's for your home. That's fine. Okay, these are just examples. Maybe you just in general are saying, okay, well, I got paid today. I'm just going to track $20 is going to go to my saving account. Next week, January 10th, $20 is going to my saving, and you just want to track it that way. So those are the ways that you could do that. All right, credit card tracker. Again, this is the same situation. So you can focus on one or the other. Personally, I would just list out all of the credit cards. I would list out all of my credit cards every month, and I would do them from the lowest to the highest. And I would just kind of like monitor what I have. If you made a payment, you can keep track. So this is, again, it's just like an expense tracker, but it's a credit card. You're tracking everything. And the more pages you have, that's why I only wanted one page. I'm sorry, like 1 to 2 pages, because there's a lot of creative people out there, and so a lot of people might do things differently. Do you know what I mean? And they have different ways of like, oh, well, I'm going to do this. So the 2 pages is enough for the month. So each month you start over again. So you're just rewriting everything, and you're continuing on with a new month. So a credit card tracker, again, do you want to list out just one? Are you focusing on just your Capital One card? Are you focusing on all of them? So there's 2 ways that you can do that, okay? And that is with the credit card tracker. This is a debt tracker. And so now this is specific. So you see how this one looks, this is different because it's just like a running, like a log. This one is for specific accounts. Debt tracker and a debt tracker, they're 2 separate. So maybe you want to track, you're doing a debt tracker for student loans. So every week that you get paid, you're gonna keep track of what you're paying and your balance and etc. So that would be one account. This would be another account. Those are 2 separate. These are 2 individual pages, and they say debt tracker, and then what the debt is, the amount, and etc. Okay, so those are 2 separate. And then you have your paycheck to paycheck tracker, which you have 4. And the only reason why I did 4 is because the more pages you have, the bigger the planner is going to be. And so you try to make it very minimal within reason. So most people get paid weekly. Most people get paid bi-weekly. The worst thing you can do is take a sheet of paper and replicate the page. Use a sticky note and kind of just replicate it. It's not really, I don't think, a huge deal. Plus you also have the note pages in the back that you can use if you need it, like for extra. So a paycheck to paycheck tracker, so a paycheck tracker is basically breaking down your paycheck. So you're literally breaking down your paycheck from, you're entering your pay days, the amounts, your variable expenses, your fixed expenses. Your variable expenses are your cash envelopes, your fixed are your regular bills, your debt payments, your sinking funds, and you're basically just breaking down your paycheck to figure out, and you're in control of your money. So you need to put your money where, you need to list out stuff, figure out how much you're spending for your cash envelopes, for your groceries. So you have your total amount. This is my paycheck, this is my husband's, or this is what the balance, this is what I'm like totally working with. These are the bills that I have to pay versus, your, what is that word? Your variable, like your cash envelopes, your groceries, gas. So then you have to figure out how much are you gonna be contributing to these envelopes, and then are you contributing to debt this pay period, or are you waiting until next week? So it's basically just breaking down your paycheck. All right, and there's 4 of those. Then you have a task list, so you can list out some of the things that you need to do for the month, and you can list out maybe what some of the goals that you want to do, some of the things that you plan to do for your just in general. It's a nice addition to have like a task list. This is a saving challenge thermometer. These are very popular, and so it's pretty self-explanatory. You have your amounts down here. You have the lines over here. See the lines? Your total would be up here. If it's $1,000, you're just gonna count the lines that you can, you have right here. Count the lines. Divide it with the total amount. So if it's, $2,000 and you have 10, you're going to divide that. So you're just basically using each line for the amount that you're going to save to equal the total. And then you have the habit tracker. And the same goes for the habit tracker. There's so many ways that you can use this. This in itself, but this is also a great way. Like each you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way around, and you can actually use a highlighter for this and just highlight. So you're gonna put your the tracking, like the habits that you want to do, like no spend for the week of January, and then you know from January 1st to the 20th. And so like each day you're gonna highlight, did you complete the next one? You know, keep track of my expenses, and each day you're gonna highlight with a different color, and you're just basically, it's a habit tracker. To track, you know, the things that you're doing, right? Okay, so, all right. Then after that, we have 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are note pages. And they're just your standard note pages, which is lines. And so this is, like I said, another way for you to use these pages for added, maybe you use Afterpay and Zelle and things like that. So maybe you need to track those, and you can just list the things that you don't have, and you can use the note pages for that. So I hope that makes sense. I know it's getting kind of dark in here, and I hope that it's not too dark. I hope you can still see. But again, this was a video that was really requested. They really wanted me to go through just to kind of show you about the different pages. And I know that because I created it, that I felt that it was it's very user friendly, but other people might not be, you know, really understanding. A lot of people don't even know what a sinking fund is. So, you know, sometimes it just takes a little bit of time. I do hope that I made sense. Okay, so let's just do, and then in the back there's a pocket. So again, you have your month on 2 pages. Go ahead and just write out the numbers or use the stickers. List out all of your bills. List out your paydays, holidays, birthdays. List out all of your bills over here, all of your due dates, all of the amounts that you have to pay, everything that you have to pay, you have to list it here. Same goes here. List out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the same thing. Get some dot stickers. Put some dot stickers. If you don't have stickers, you can use a highlighter and just make some simple dots that'll correlate, so you can see when the bill is due with the date that's on the month on one page. Okay, and then you have your expense tracker, your sinking funds, you got your savings tracker, credit card tracker, debt trackers, and then your paycheck to paycheck tracker, task list, your thermometer, saving thermometer, your habit tracker, and then your 4 pages. So it's definitely user friendly. And which reminds me, I'm going to set up January. So, okay guys, I hope that made sense. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please say hello below. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I will be more than happy to help you. Bye for now.